Hi everyone, Doctor here. I know it's a bit strange at the minute with everyone being stuck at home, and there's some really mean teachers out there that have sent you some homework to do. Now, ordinarily, when you get a bit stuck at your homework, you just ask your teacher for some help. But now you're at home and you've just got your adults there sitting at home with you, and to be honest, some of them are not quite as hot on maths as they might think they are. So this is for them as well as for you. This is the Doctor explaining division. Let's start with something quite simple. We're going to do 6 divided by 2. Now when we say divide, we can mean share or put into groups of. So to help us, I've got 6 little Daleks that I am going to put into 2 equal groups. Here they are in their 2 equal groups. You can see that there are 3 Daleks in each group. So we can write down that 6 divided by 2 equals 3. It's then important that we check our answer. To do this, we're going to do the reverse. So we take our 3 and put that down as the start of our checking calculation. We then take the divide by sign from the top and swap it for its opposite. The opposite of a divide by sign is a times or a multiply by sign. We can then take the 2 from our original question. So our question at the bottom becomes 3 times 2. The correct answer is 6. And because this 6 here matches the 6 from the original question, we can be happy that our check and our original answer are both correct. It's all very simple so far, but what if we try a harder question with a bigger number? In this case, we're going to use something called the bus stop method. The first thing we want to do is to draw our bus stop. It looks like a capital L on its side. Inside the bus stop, we put our big number that we are going to divide, in this case 648. You can imagine 648 Daleks all waiting for the bus. We then put the 3 outside in front of the bus stop. This represents 3 buses, and we want to put the same number of Daleks on every bus. Now dividing it by 3 all in one go is a bit complicated, so instead we simply look at the first number, which is the 6, and we're going to divide this 6 by 3. So 6 divided by 3. Here's our 6 Daleks again, and this time we are going to put them into 3 equal groups. As you can see, in the 3 groups there are 2 Daleks in each group. So we can write down that 6 divided by 3 equals 2. This 2 here we want to write on the top of our bus stop above the number 6. We then repeat the process by dividing the 4 by the 3. So that's 4 divided by 3. We now have 4 Daleks, and we're going to share them into 3 equal groups. This time there is 1 Dalek in each group and 1 Dalek left over. This is called the remainder. So our answer is 4 divided by 3 is 1 remainder 1. Like before, we take this 1 and pop it on the top of the bus stop above the number 4. We then take this number 1 and write it in front of the number 8. This turns the number 8 into the number 18. We then need to divide the 18 by 3. That's 18 divided by 3. Here we have our 18 Daleks. There are 18 there, I can assure you, I have counted them. And here they are in their 3 equal groups. In each group there is 6 Daleks and none left over. So our answer here is 18 divided by 3 equals 6. We then want to put this 6 on top of the bus stop directly above the number 18. Our 3 buses are now filled with Daleks, and we can write down that the answer is 216. Again, we want to do our check. We start by taking the 216 and we're going to take the opposite of the divide by sign, which just as before is the multiply by sign. So at the bottom of our page we're writing down 216 times. We then take the 3 from the top. That gives us 216 times 3, which on our calculators is 648. You can multiply by hand if you rather. Because this matches the original number that we had, we know our answer is correct. Now for the really hard stuff. This time we're going to divide 933 by 4. Again, we're going to use our bus stop method. We draw our bus stop, fill it with Daleks, and then wait for our 4 buses to come along. We start by taking the 9 and dividing it by the 4. So we're doing 9 divided by 4. Here's our 9 Daleks. We split them into 4 equal groups. Each group has 2 Daleks in it and there's 1 Dalek left over. So that means that 9 divided by 4 is 2 with the remainder 1. Don't forget this 1 here we're going to put in front of the 3 in the middle, turning it into 13. And the 2 goes directly above the number 9 at the top of the bus stop. We're then going to divide this 13 by 4. That's 13 divided by 4. Here's our 13 Daleks, split into 4 equal groups. There's 3 Daleks in each group and 1 Dalek left over. So our answer is 13 divided by 4 is 3, remainder 1. The 3 goes above the 13 on the top of the bus stop. The remainder 1 goes in front of the last 3, turning that into 13. We're now going to divide this 13 by the number 4, but we've already done that. We know that 13 divided by 4 is 3, remainder 1. So this 3 can go above the 13 up here. The remainder 1 we can just write on the end. What this actually means is that one of our Daleks is left over. So our answer is 233, remainder 1. But we can get rid of this remainder if we want to. To do this, we've got to break up that last Dalek. So what we do this time is we add on a 0.0 after the 933. This doesn't change the number, just makes it easier for our calculations. Our remainder 1 can then go in front of the 0, turning it into 10. We are then going to divide this 10 by the 4. 10 divided by 4. Here's our 10 Daleks, split into 4 equal groups. There are 2 Daleks in each group and 2 Daleks left over. So our answer is 2, remainder 2. The first thing we must remember at this point is this decimal point needs to be copied directly above it on the bus stop. We can then put this 2 directly above the number 10, which leaves us the remainder 2 to deal with. We put another 0 on the end of our 933 and write the remainder 2 in here, changing this number from a 0 to a 20. We can then divide the 20 by 4. That's 20 divided by 4. Here we have 20 Daleks. When we split the Daleks into 4 equal groups, there are 5 Daleks in each group, with none left over. So 20 divided by 4 equals 5. This 5 here we can write above the 20. This gives us the answer 233.25. So 933 divided by 4 is 233.25. We next need to do a check by moving the 223.25 to the bottom of our page, taking with it the divide by sign, which we're going to change to its opposite, the times sign, and then we bring the 4 down as well. So we get 233.25 times 4. Using our calculator, we find that the answer is 933. As this matches the 933 we began with, we can see that our answer is correct.
Well, I hope that's made things a lot clearer. If you need any help with anything else to do with maths or science, just comment on this and hopefully I'll be able to get the message and get something back to you. In the meantime, stay safe.